The ANC has retained most of the wards in KwaZulu-Natal. The IFP is in second place, and surprisingly, the DA has won a KZN municipality for the first time in its history. eNCA senior reporter Dasen Thathiah joins me now from Durban for more. Very good evening, Dasen. Good to see you. So, what has ANC and KZN said about the loss of former President Jacob Zuma's Nkandla ward?
Well, it's not just about that ward, it's about their performance in general. Yes, while you said they are in the lead here, it's not exactly where they wanted to be, particularly because of them knowing what had led to this poor performance. I mean, they're not making any excuses about it. In the conversations that we've had with the party, they've been quite frank about it, saying that it's things like infighting, it's things like them not correcting some of the problems with governance that has led to this position. Now, all of that has really just meant that the IFP finds itself in a position where it has regained a lot of its former glory, taking some of these municipalities back. We were just looking at some of the latest numbers. The IFP is in control in at least 6 of those municipalities, the ANC in control in 11 of them. And as you mentioned in your intro, the DA also grabbing one of those municipalities. Now, this is all not finalized. We're still waiting for the declaration tomorrow. We spoke to the IEC earlier and they said that that looks like it's on track. Now, when you're talking about the ANC, one of the questions that came to mind, I think you would have seen this on social media as well, the conversation around exactly why voters didn't come out to vote for that party. And the perception was that it was a form of protest, particularly because of how the former president's matter was handled. And we spoke to the spokesperson in the province, Mr. Ntombela, about that. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
No, there are no talks at this stage. Until we meet as a provincial structure, we will then assess which municipalities need engagement, and based on those municipalities, which other political parties you must engage with. Sure. What is clear at this stage is that you engage with the parties who represent the majority of your membership. The poor, the unemployed. You see, those are the basic things you take into cognizance. So in that sequence, there are many other political parties. IFP is included there, your ABC, your NFP and others. That you can't deny. There is a process we have to undertake and assess case by case per municipality, depending what are the circumstances.
Okay, so there are possibilities, in terms of coalitions. What else did you find out from Mr. Ntombela?
That's right. They are saying that it is early days, though, so these conversations will have to be reserved until the results are declared. I mean, there are many smaller parties that are also kingmakers in these municipalities. I mean, the NFP will have to be striking up some deals, presumably with the ANC, because they've had a working relationship before. They have Edumbe. But in terms of where the ANC finds itself now, it says that it's had to do a lot of introspection to discover exactly what went wrong and how they're going to fix it going forward. And again, talking about the issues around the former president, the party doesn't believe that that had a direct impact. It also doesn't believe that a lack of funding had anything to do with or had any impact on its campaign. So we spoke a little bit about what went wrong, and this is where Mr. Ntombela tells us about that.
I don't think so. The former president has been consistent in his support for the ANC. Whether he's on trial, whether he's addressing supporters at home, wherever he is, he has never contradicted himself on that. He has been consistent that he's an ANC member, and calling on his supporters to support the ANC, even those who are not members of the ANC. So that can't be an issue of contradiction. The challenge, we think, at this stage, until we do a proper analysis, is one that the infighting amongst ourselves made us to lose focus on the task at hand. The infighting amongst ourselves made ordinary citizens, to pull up and doubt. Are we sincere? Are we clear on our responsibilities in understanding the task bestowed on us by them as the voters? The perceived, correct or otherwise, corruption within the activities of some within the party. That has created a negative image of the government.
Okay, so he does mention the infighting that we've spoken about so many times was a big factor there, Dasen Thathiah. Thanks so much for your reporting.